What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Concerned Sports Fan YouTube channel. Now, before I get into this next video, I would just like to apologize for being absent for the last couple weeks. I know it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I made my last video, and a lot of things have happened in the sports world. I just want to apologize because I have been absent because of school, work, getting right with my body. I've been going to physical therapy for the last 2 months. I have been trying to catch up with work. School is pretty much done for me. Just finished my last class today. All I have to do is take some online finals and that's it, and I'll be done for the next couple weeks until summer rolls around. But for the most part, I apologize for being absent. I am going to try and be more consistent, guys. Consistency is key when it comes to anything. Practice makes perfect. So I'd like to thank you guys for your patience. So far, I've checked, I've lost no subscribers, so thank you guys for not hitting that unsubscribe button. I really do appreciate it. I will be trying to get back to regular scheduled programming from here on out to make as many videos as I possibly can. But for this next topic, guys, it's going to be something that hits pretty close to home to me. So let's get right into it. May 10th is the day I'm recording this video. 10 days into the month of May. And what May is, if you guys aren't aware, is Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, mental health is something that people have been... Mental health is something that regularly isn't talked about because people are kind of scared to talk about. If you have some mental health issues, people think of you as crazy, psychotic. They think you're unstable, you're uncontrollable. But I'm here to say, guys, that is not the case. Mental health in some capacities, yes, is very severe and can be very tragic into people's lives. But for the most part, it's very controllable, it's very treatable. And a lot of people do deal with it, including myself. Now, Mental Health Awareness Month, this whole month of May, has been a pretty eye-opening experience. Now, not just because of what you see in the media where like a crazy man just goes off on a shooting spree, or if a crazy person does something stupid and you hear about it in the media, you think these crazy people doing this, that, and the other, they can't control themselves and just lock them up while in an asylum. That's not how it goes, guys. Mental health is a real issue that people were very scared to talk about because they were scared of being criticized and being stigmatized. Mental health can come in many different ways, guys. Mental health can come in depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, psychosis, many different things. Like you could just find yourself sitting in class and next thing you know, you just have thoughts of suicide. That's how severe it can get sometimes. Or you can't be in a very crowded area because you just get that rush of anxiety and you just think something's going to happen. And unfortunately, I've dealt with situations like that because of my mental health. No, I try to be as sports oriented on this channel as possible, and because that's what I made the channel to do, is to be very sports oriented, to be sports motivated, and to talk sports. But because this is something that hits so close to home to me and a lot of sports organizations are getting into it, I believe this is now a sports topic. You have people like Kevin Love, DeMar DeRozan, Robbie Rogers, and a whole bunch of other athletes who on a constant basis deal with mental health issues. Now, it can come in different forms, and for a lot of people it can have lasting impacts in their lives. For example, in the Kevin Love story where he talks about opening up about his anxiety, about being ostracized from his teammates because he just couldn't fit in, because he just couldn't play the role. He just couldn't be him. And that's something that's very real and that's very serious. Same thing with DeMar DeRozan, getting traded from Toronto to San Antonio and being, same thing, ostracized, being left alone, feeling like you have nobody to turn to. And a lot of times that's the worst part about it, guys. Having that situation where you feel you have nobody to turn to and you feel that you have nobody by your side to help you out when you're in need. But that's the thing, guys. Everybody can seek help. And I understand finding somebody to talk to about certain situations can be very difficult sometimes, where you could either feel embarrassed to tell somebody or you just don't feel confident in telling somebody. I understand. I'm right there with you guys. I was having that trouble growing up. I was somebody who was bullied a lot through middle school, pretty much all through middle school, which is the reason why I decided to leave after my 8th grade year and not continue to go to high school there. And same thing, I was still having those issues when I came into high school because I just couldn't fit in. I was dealing with a situation where I was coming from a very small middle school to a very big open high school and knowing nobody, to be honest with you guys. I knew about 3 to 4 people going into that high school and they already had their friends, so I was kind of the odd man out. And I was kind of left alone to make my own friends, and making friends is fun and all, but at the same time where you feel like you're left alone in isolation just by yourself and just thinking about what I can do different, or why am I being treated this way. It just messes with your mind, guys. Luckily, I can say that I'm still here, and a lot of people still are. Unfortunately, there are people who are no longer here because of their mental health issues, but that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. A lot of people feel like there's no other way out, and they have nobody to talk to and nobody to turn to. But in reality, guys, we all have somebody that we can talk to. We all have that friend. We all have that one person we can turn to and say, you know what, I'm not okay. It took me to the point where I was at work one day and I had a seizure at work because work kind of just got overwhelming and I wasn't having those mental breaks where I could just relax and unwind and take care of myself. I was just running on empty for the longest time, and my mind just couldn't take it anymore. I was just so stressed out from work and school, and I was just driving myself insane to the one point where I just crashed just like that. And it was a very scary experience. I mean, I was left in shock for a little bit and figuring out what happened and what was going on, but I moved on. I learned to be more open about situations that I'm dealing with. I'm not afraid to go and talk to somebody about what's going on at home, what's going on in my life. Luckily, I have parents who are very open, and they're people who I can turn to at any moment in time to go talk to about anything, no matter what the situation is. I have a girlfriend, luckily, who is here for me whenever I need her. She's a text message away, a phone call away if I need to, or if I have to drive to her house to go see her for a little bit, that she's there for me. Luckily, I have older brothers who have always motivated me and always guided me in the right path and have set me to be that a good example for my younger sisters. And I have those friends at work who I can talk to just about anything. They're really great friends to me, guys. I have a whole bunch of friends that I grew up with. I have my best friends that I grew up with since I was 4 years old, and they've stuck by me ever since. And luckily, I have people like them in my life that at any moment in time I could turn to and talk to, because mental health, guys, is a very big issue, and it's something that is not talked about in a very big platform, unfortunately. And it's something that I feel like we need to get the message across to people that this is real. We should do something about this, and luckily we are getting more and more traction when it comes to stuff like this, but at the same time there's still more that needs to be done. There's so much more that can be done, and there's so much more that we can do, guys. It just takes that one conversation with somebody to say, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Or how are you feeling? And a lot of times that's all it takes. That's all it could take for somebody. If you feel like that somebody isn't looking right, or they're down, or they just need somebody to talk to, be that person, guys. Take the time out of your day one time and help somebody out, because there's a lot of people out there who are afraid to look for that help because they feel like they have nobody else. But at the same time, we need to let them know, hey, we're here for you. So I know this is a bit of a somber video, and it's kind of a not the best sports related topic, but you know what, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning into this video. I promise you I will be back. I will be making more videos, and I will get back on a regular schedule of uploading. There's a lot of stuff going on in the NBA right now with Kevin Durant going down and the Warriors and the Rockets in Game 6 right now. Baseball's in full swing right now. I'm trying to get some more games and make more vlogs for you guys, but it's just kind of hard with the whole school and work schedule going right now. But I promise you, I will be making more videos. I will upload more content. I will get going again, and we will get this channel growing, guys. I promise you that. So without further ado, I thank you guys again for checking out the Concerned Sports Fan YouTube channel, and I am out.